Hi everyone, welcome back to Cloud9 Intuitive. My name is Janine and I am here to do a weekly message for the collective. And at the end of the reading, I will do one card for each zodiac sign. Make sure you listen for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and North Node because there could be messages in each of those pools for you. Please also remember to like this reading. Please subscribe to the channel if I resonate with you as a reader, and drop a comment if you're so inclined. I'd love to see it. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. Let's hop into this reading here for the week and see what messages want to come through for the collective. I'm going to start off with the Spiral Oracle, and then we will lean in. I don't know which tarot deck yet, but do I want? Yeah, let's do it. Spiral Oracle. Messages for the collective, please. Ooh. Can I have two more, please? Messages for the collective. Ooh. Y'all's cards are flying. Let's see, one more, please. Thank you. All right, let's grab these. Okay, interesting. Okay. Excuse me. All right, let's see. All right, so we have natural abundance, inner sun, and sacred sexuality out here. So let's just take a look here. It feels like this week, some of you might be sort of getting out into nature. Some of you need to buy flowers for yourself, even if you can't get out into nature. Bring nature into you. So some of you need to really purchase yourself a beautiful bouquet of flowers or something like that, just so that you can have that energy around you. For others of you, this is sort of understanding all of the ways that you are abundant in and of yourself, that you don't need any sort of anything from the outside to you don't need any outside reference for abundance, is what I want to say. I don't know if that makes sense, but you're not needing any sort of outside reference for abundance. So for example, if previously you had measured abundance by how much money you make, or you measured abundance by whether or not your phone was dry or not, whatever, but now you're recognizing that there's a level of abundance that exists within you, and that you don't need you don't need anything outside of yourself in order to feel completely and fully abundant. Again, the sun, the inner sun, the sun is in you, right? The garden is in you, and in your mind too. It's almost like for some of you, you're having a lot of what feel like to you brilliant ideas. All of a sudden, whoa. You have it's almost like you've tapped into some sort of area in your solar plexus, your confidence. You're having more confidence in your ideas. Something's happening. There's a shift that's happening inside that's making it so that you are sort of understanding oh, I'm a brilliant mind. I have a lot to offer. It's almost like you're. I want to say that there's something that's been living inside of you. There's maybe an energy, an idea, or something that's been living inside of you, and now you're finally expressing it. It's being expressed out. And then with sacred sexuality, it's almost like this is that energy of creation. like you could have had this thing, like this desire, this yearning to do something that's been inside of you. It doesn't necessarily have to do with like you communing with another person, although it could. But now it's like now you're in the energy of like creating the thing, starting the project, writing the business plan. It's almost like something's coming from the inside and it's being expressed outwardly now. There's a friction, but it feels like a necessary friction that's happening. You know how you need to rub the sticks together to start the forest fire. There's a friction that's happening now that's helping you to bring some sort of like inner fire out into the outer world. Hopefully that's making sense. But let's dive in with some tarot here. I'm going to use the fountain. Messages for the collective, please. So even if, like, for example, this friction feels uncomfortable, like you are maybe like not seeing eye to eye with some other people, right? That's to sort of help you to sort of bring out the, like, to sort of get like formulate the idea in a way that feels more tangible. If you've been trying to express something and like people are like, I don't get it, that's to help you to be able to refine the expression of whatever it is that you ultimately want to create. Thank you. Messages for the collective, please. Wow. Yep. Some of you, this is definitely starting a business, going out on your own, like a new venture or something like that. 999 666. You have the 9s and 6s are here. 9s and 6s. I saw this meme today of like, there was like a number that was laying on the ground, and one person was looking at it from one side and one person was looking at it from another side, and one person saw it as a 6 and the other person saw it as a 9, and the meme said, just because you're right doesn't mean I'm wrong. You're not looking at things the same way that I'm looking at them, right? And so, or you're not looking at things from the same perspective as I'm looking at them, or something like that. You know, you might have a hard time expressing your vision. You might have a hard time like expressing your vision to somebody, or like you might feel like you're expressing it really well and somebody doesn't understand it. It's because it's not their vision, right? Like you can't expect people to see your vision the same way that you do, because it's not theirs. It's yours, right? Because you have here the 6 of Swords, you have here the Emperor, you have the 3 of Wands, the 9 of Coins, and the 6 of Cups. So this might be something that you've been holding inside for a long time, something that and now you're finally ready to express it. This could be too, for some of you, like you've been like holding a vision of like, a relationship or something that you wanted, like that you're wanting to move toward. Like you've had a certain vision for how you want this relationship to look or something like that, and you're finally ready to express it out into the world. You might need to free yourself up from that box of like, and this is with anything, like if you've been holding something inside for a long time and you're like, it's going to be perfect. When I'm finally ready to do it, it's going to be just like this and this, that, and the other thing. And, you might need to be a little bit more flexible in your vision. That's what I'm going to say. You might need to be a little bit more flexible in your vision. And that might be what people are trying to like explain to you, like show you like where they think that it might not work. So be open to hearing that information. Ultimately, it feels like you're going to move forward. This could be like you freeing yourself from like, tell me more about the Six of Cups here, the Magician. This could be like you getting away from people who are like, who are not master manifestors, like people who think that they can tell you what you should or should not be doing, but they can't manifest for themselves. And you're like, wait, like, well, how do you have authority to tell me what I should be doing in my life when what are you doing with your life again? Oh, right. It's like, it's almost like you're living by the rules. Yeah, with the Hierophant card, like you're living by this prescribed set of rules, and I'm trying to exist outside of that, outside of those rules. Like I'm not, my vision doesn't align with that same set of rules that you are existing in. And so while like I appreciate the advice, I appreciate you taking the time to listen. It's like you know, cool, awesome, thank you. But also like, nah, I'm good. Like, I'm going to continue on. I'm going to continue moving on with my plan. I'm going to continue moving on with my plan. And maybe they do have a couple of nuggets of information for you that are going to help you to stretch out a little further. Like, I don't think it's all for naught. I don't think that they like necessarily have bad intentions. They might have one or two little kernels of information that are going to help to expand your idea or your thinking even. But ultimately it's like you're moving forward because you're trying to break free from some sort of prescribed set of rules that other people are, like, you're trying to manifest outside of the set, outside of these like laws or something like that. I don't know, laws. So the Four of Swords is out here too. You know, and the Knight of Wands is back. Okay. For some of you, like, you might need to sort of take a break, like really take a break and really like meditate on what it is that you are trying to create. It almost feels like you've been like, you shouldn't feel like you're forcing it, right? So once you get the gumption to like actually bring this thing to life, it shouldn't feel like you're forcing it or something like that. There should be an ease to it. There should be an ease and a flow. And if there's not, you need to like just pause for a minute and allow for things to get more clear, right? Allow for confusion to give way to clarity. And that will definitely happen for you. Yeah, that will happen. The Page of Cups is here with the Five of Coins at the bottom of the deck. Because what happens if you try to force it, you're going to start to feel like this isn't working, and then you're going to manifest like the thing not working, right? And so it's almost like, okay, instead of this isn't working, it's like, okay, the energy right now is not conducive for what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to just take a pause here and allow the energy to clear. And then when the time is right, my intuition is going to let me know that it's time to move forward. Maybe you don't have all the resources that you need right now. Maybe with the Five of Swords here. Maybe your strategy, maybe you need to like rethink your strategy here. And maybe that's what like other people have been trying to like get at, right? Is that you need like a little more you need a little bit more strategy, or something like that. Or yeah, you need to be more strategic in how you're moving here. The Judgment card. Yeah, because even if the energy is not conducive right now to sort of pushing to like to bringing this thing into fruition, there's going to be a time when the energy is just right. There also will be a time when perhaps you are in a position to partner up with somebody to contract with another entity in order to bring this thing to fruition, or like come together with a partner who is like-minded and is on a similar path as you, or something like that. But it just might not be like right this moment. Yeah, I think it's not necessarily time for. It's time for you to sort of start to get the idea, get the get the expression out of your body, right, and feel really confident in the expression of the thing. But I don't know that it's actually time for it to come fully into fruition right yet. The Lovers card and the Queen of Swords. The Lovers card and the Queen of Swords. And the Six of Wands, 666. So there's like, I think there might be movement that's required, like movement out from, like, you might have to move from one job to another job in order to make this thing work. You might need to move from one place to another place in order to make this thing work, right? So there might need to be some movement involved here. But I do think that you're going to have to make some choices to sort of make some major changes, to cut some things out, to it's almost like as you start to express whatever's been like living inside of you and like growing inside of you, as that expression starts to become more outward and more near to creation, it's like you realize the things that in your life that are not conducive to like the forward motion. Does that mean, I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense, because like you realize the things that are going, like the things that exist in your life that are going to keep you from being successful at whatever it is that you're trying to create. So like this is giving you an opportunity to make some necessary changes before you actually sort of put the hammer to the chisel to the stone, if that makes sense. Four of Coins. With the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, for some of you, this is like you realize like, oh, I don't have enough resources to make this happen. And resources is anything. It could be energy, it could be time, it could be money. But like you're realizing that you don't have enough resources to make this thing. As you like start to like talk about it more, you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna need way more money than I have in order to make this pop, right? Or I'm going to need way more time than I have in order to make this pop. So it's giving you an opportunity to save. It's giving you an opportunity to reevaluate how you're spending your time. If you are spending your time working like 50, 60 hours for someone else, how can you adjust that so that you can spend your time creating for yourself, right? And then once you are able to sort of make those changes, make those adjustments in your life, the Wheel of Fortune starts to turn in your favor. It gets the karmic wheel spinning so that you can actually create what it is that you're needing to create, so that you're not like pushing up against an energy that says this is not working, this is not working, this is not going to work, and into an energy like everything is working out for me. Everything is working out for me. But it's like everything doesn't just magically work out for you. You're going to have to make some adjustments and some changes here. You're going to have to make some adjustments. The Chariot card here, yeah, everything will work out for you. Success is at hand. I want to say success is at hand, but there are obstacles that you need to maneuver around in order to get to the success, in order to get to the ultimate success. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and pull a card for each of the zodiac signs. I'm going to do a little shuffle here. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, comment, and follow me on all the social medias. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter. I think that's it. I think I do have a TikTok as well. All right, let's see. We're going to pull one sign for each zodiac sign. Remember to listen for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and north node. Whoa, hello. Okay, here we go. Starting with Aries, we're going to go all the way through to Pisces. Aries, you have the Lovers card. So This is about choices and decision. You could be finally choosing to like give your heart over to someone, is what I'm seeing here. Could be a Gemini energy, but it doesn't have to be. But also you could just be finally making like deciding to do something. You know what I mean? Like deciding to make that change, like wrapping your head around like, okay, this is the direction that I want to go in. Now I'm actually going to do it. I'm going to make it a reality by starting to talk about it, by like making conscious decisions in my life that lead in this particular direction. I'm no longer going to be like sort of wishy-washy about it. I'm going to be making very clear decisions that sort of get me closer to the manifestation of whatever it is that I'm trying to create. You know, it could too be that you are just like, I don't really have, some of you, it's like you feel like you don't have a choice but to do it in this way. It's almost like, because like it's like you're being like, I want to say, pressured by spirit. Like the pressure, spirit is putting the pressure on you to make this choice. And you're feeling like, God, I'm not ready, but I have to, because it's like bubbling. It's like it's like acid reflux, like indigestion of some sort. It's like in you, and it needs to get out. And you're feeling like, oh, I'm not ready, but spirit is like, go ahead and make that choice. Choose to do the things that you need to do to get you closer to what you're trying to manifest. And so you're like, I guess that's what we're doing. All right. That's Aries, Taurus. Ooh, Taurus. You have the 9 of Swords here. So there's a lot of anxiety, sleepless nights. You might be really worried about, you're really worried about what, like, that a choice that you're making, or like something that you want to do, is going to affect other people in a negative way. I would not worry your head about that, Taurus. Like if there's something that you want to do, or something that you feel like you need to do, or a change that you feel like you need to make, I would say that like putting yourself in this energy of where anxiety is taking over is sort of going to be counterproductive. You don't know how other people are going to be affected. You don't know what other people's response is going to be, nor should that be any of your concern. So I would highly recommend, Taurus, just going ahead and doing what you feel it is that you need to do in order to sort of progress in your life. Like I don't want to say don't worry about other people, but it feels like you're worrying about something before there's even anything to worry about. That's what I'm getting. Taurus, Gemini, King of Wands. What do I want to say, Gemini? I want to say it's almost like you know exactly what action that you want to take. Here, Gemini. Very like you're very passionate about something. You're extremely passionate about something. And it's almost like you're ready to lunge at the thing. Be measured, and you know, stay balanced here. It does feel like you're about to like jump out at something. Could be a person here too. It could be like you see someone or something that you want, and you're willing to like get it. You want to get it at any cost. You do whatever you got to do to get it. You're gonna do it. Okay, Gemini. But just be careful that you don't trip over your own feet. Number one, you don't want to trip over your own feet. I don't know where that's coming from, but that's what I'm getting. You don't want to trip over your own feet, and you don't want to step on anyone along the way. So just be mindful. Be mindful in your movement. Be mindful in your movement, Gemini. Okay, that was Gemini. Cancer. 3 of Wands, Cancer. You're at the point where you're like, you're clear on the vision. You're very clear on the vision. You've actually like, you know exactly what action needs to be taken. You're not, it doesn't feel like you're necessarily ready to move. You're not ready to, you're not ready to show your hand, Cancer. You are like, you're still, like, you know what you want to do, but you don't want other people necessarily to know what you're trying to do just yet. Why is that? It's like your heart is like, your heart is ready, but you just want, I think you want to get a couple more things in line, in order, in order before you start to make that movement forward. But you can very clearly see the path. You can clearly see the path ahead of you. It's actually becoming clearer and clearer by the day, like what direction that you should and will be moving in. But it's like, there's something here about like, biding time or something like that. But just waiting, you're waiting for like the perfect opportunity, waiting for your ships to come in. This card is often waiting for your ships to come in, right? So you're waiting for your ships to come in before you show your hand. That's what I'm getting here for Cancers. Leos. Oh, Leos. The 10 of Cups here, Leos. So there's a lot of harmony, a lot of balance. I think that's like sort of what you are ready to create for your life. You're ready to create harmony. You're ready to create balance. Some of you are ready to start a family or expand a family, Leo. Yeah, some of you are ready to expand a family. May have like just like sort of seen your life. Kind of like, you may have seen a vision of your future life here, and you're like, oh, that's what's about to happen, and you've gotten very excited about it, and now it's like sort of like, oh, like it's like it sparked a new passion for you, a new confidence in like what you need to do in order to create this vision. Yeah, it feels very much like you're like, oh, I see exactly like how I can create this joy and harmony, and I'm going to like, I can have it. Like it's almost like before you weren't necessarily sure that you could have it, and now you know, like now you're like, yep, I can have that, and I know what I need to do in order to get there. For some of you, it feels like you might feel like there's like some sort of like partnership that needs to come together. It could be romantic, but some sort of partnership that needs to come together in order for like empires joining forces or something like that. Something like joining forces with somebody in order to create this like lush, large empire. But yeah, that you can have it. You can have the harmony that you've seen. You can, like that flash of a vision that you got, Leo, you can totally have that. It's possible. This is Virgos. You're walking away from something, Virgos. You're walking away from some things that just have sort of made your life more difficult. They could have been confusing for you. They could have just been like things that you may have been investing in or working on or toward that just were not serving you anymore, and now you're walking away from those things. The Eight of Cups, this person in the Eight of Cups is always walking away from something in search of like the two cups that are fully aligned for them. So like you might be walking away from a lot of things. You might be walking away from certain ways of doing things. You might be walking away from certain ideas that you had about the world or about yourself, about other people, and walking toward Like you might be walking into the great unknown. You're like, okay, you know, I do know that whatever I was doing or wherever I was focusing my attention and my energy wasn't working out for me. I don't really know what's out there in the wild yonder, but I'm going to take that adventure out there and just go see. I'm going to go see what else the world has to offer for me. I'm going to stop really trying to make these things that aren't serving me work and go in search of something that actually does serve me. So you're making some changes here. Virgo, it feels like you're making some changes here. It's going to require a little bit of bravery on your part. It's going to require a little bit of bravery on your part. Okay, Libra. Oh, the Sun card, Libra. Clarity, health, happiness. I think Libra, you see a way to, like, you've kind of like, I want to say you've pulled back the curtain on like it's almost like there was something that was standing in between you and your ultimate happiness, your ultimate joy. There's something that was like sort of obfuscating the path to your joy, to your happiness. And now you've like sort of cleared the way for yourself. You've cleared the way for yourself. For some of you, it had to do with like inner child healing, really like healing your inner child so that you could come into your full power. But it feels very much like, healing your inner child, also like, something having to do with like your health, your mental health specifically. It's almost like, it's like you cleared a lot of things that were, making it difficult to move forward here. They were the shrouding the path or something like that. And now like you have a clear pathway to success. Like the sun can shine on you. You're in a healthier state of mind. And you're ready to pursue joy and happiness in a way that you have not been ready to do in the past. For some of you, this is very much about your inner child healing, and healing that inner child has given you this new power source, within you. There's a new power source within you. That was Libra. This is Scorpio, 9 of Cups. I'll let that noise pass by. Oh. I hope that you guys can still hear me. I'm like doing some landscaping outside. But Scorpio, you have the 9 of Cups here. I want to say, don't be so stubborn about what it is that you're trying to do, what it is that you are trying to create. It almost feels like you're willing to like, you're ready to like, you get like, it's almost like you feel like you deserve something, and so you're willing to like just like do whatever it takes to get what you feel like you deserve. But like, don't be so stubborn. Be a little bit more flexible. Don't be so self-righteous is the word that's coming to mind here, Scorpio. This is you or somebody else, so please take it how it resonates. But there's a certain amount of self-righteousness that I'm getting from this card, like entitlement almost. And so it's like, Scorpio, just I would say be gracious. Like, you can have everything that you want, but there's a way to go about getting it. And it has more to do with like sort of being gracious in your pursuit than being like than being like than being sort of like a little bit like, maybe a little bit bratty, even something like that. I don't know, Scorpio. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. Could be you or somebody else. Scorpio's Sagittarius. 2 of Wands. Sagittarius, you guys might be getting ready to travel here soon. Oh boy. Hang on one second. Okay. Sagittarius, you guys might be getting ready to travel here soon. Or you're no longer at a crossroads. Like, you've made a choice. You've made a decision as to like the direction you're going to take something. For some of you, this is like, you've chosen a major. Like, if you're in school, like, you've chosen a major. For others of you, this is like you've just like sort of chosen your path in life, almost. Like, it's like, okay, this is where I ultimately want to be, so I know that I need to move in this direction. No longer like standing at the fork in the road and being like, well, do I want this way or do I want it that way? Do I want to do this or do I want to do that? It's like, you're like, no, I like, you know exactly what it is that you want to do, what direction you want to go. For some of you, this is going to take you far away from you. Like, the reason that you've been so hesitant to make this decision, Sagittarius, is because it takes you far away from what you've known or from what you know. But it's like, it's almost like, but it's taking you toward what you need. You're moving away from what you know toward what you need. That's what I'm getting here for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Capricorn. Traveling, Capricorn, traveling. If you're not physically traveling, like taking a trip here, this is you getting out of like a really sticky situation, or like even like a sticky time, and moving into like a time where there's more ease, it's more calm, and you're being ushered into, like, you might have like a guardian angel, either like an earth angel that's helping you out, or it could be like your spirit team is like stepping in to assist here, to get you out of a sticky situation. But it feels very much like you could have somebody who here in this dimension that's like helping you out in some sort of way, to like, if like you are in like something, there's something difficult that's happening around you or something like that, you've got somebody who is willing to help you out. But for some of you, this is literally just you going on a trip, like you're taking some sort of trip in order to like get away from something that feels like complicate, like a vacation. Like, if your life has gotten a little bit like, this is stressful, like, you're taking a vacation. But for others of you, this is like you have a guardian angel or like an earth angel or something like that is helping you get out of a very sticky situation. That's Capricorn. Aquarius, gang. King of Swords. Okay, Aquarius, showing up in your own reading, feeling very powerful. You're not saying, you might not be you're not talking to people. Are you not talking to people? Or you're not sharing what you're up to? Aquarius, you're not sharing what you're up to. It feels like you are very clear on what it is that you're very clear on what it is that you are trying to do or what you're trying to be. But you're like being very selective about like who you talk to, what you say. You want to make sure like there's a precision. There's a precision with your words here. There's a precision with your communication, because it's almost like there's like a protectiveness. It's almost like you're trying to protect yourself. You're trying to protect your idea. You're trying to protect the purity of something that you might be trying to create. You're trying, like, there's like, I'm getting a real sense of protection of like self here. And so you're a little bit guarded. You're a little bit guarded here, Aquarius. Guarded and selective. You're guarded and selective for the next 7 to 10 days. But you're also feeling very, very empowered in that energy. I think and I think that's part of why it's coming through as being like guarded, is because you want to protect your power. Part of your power is in your reserve. Your power is in your reserve. Okay, Aquarius. Pisces, last but not least. Ooh, the Hierophant. Pisces, you could be contract, like a new contract. Hang on one second. Okay. Yeah, Pisces, you might be signing a new contract. You might be getting into a new commitment here. For some of you, this is a spiritual ascension. Give me 1 second. For some of you Pisces, this is a spiritual ascension that you are embarking on. Some of you are getting into, like, you're learning about new religions, new modes of spirituality or something like that. Somebody is taking their shahada. Somebody is like, or something similar, being baptized or something like that. Somebody is like pledging themselves to some sort of religion or faith or something like that. But for others of you, this is really just like choosing to commit to something, whether that be a new job or a person. But there's definitely like a sense of like permanence here, or at least like long-termness that's happening here. Yeah. All right. I really hope that these messages resonate with you. I'm sorry about the noise, and I hope that you guys can hear me. I'll listen back. If I have to re-record it, I will. But I hope I don't have to. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, comment, all of those things. And please follow me on Instagram and on Twitter as well. And make sure you listen for your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. I'll be back again shortly for more readings. And I am sending y'all so much peace, so much love, and so many blessings. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.